Hi, this is Dave Johnston with Day Trade the Markets, and today is Tuesday, May the 6th, 2014. It is fairly late in the trading session. There's just a little over an hour left to go. The market has been selling off quite nicely. As you can see here, we have had good movements down. This magenta bar here, this magenta bar here, they are both the strongest level of aggression that we register on the sell side. The second most is the red bar. You can see a red bar here, another couple of red bars here and here and here. So we did get one aggressive level 2, which is the green bar right here. The light blue and the light red, those are level 1 aggression, which are the weakest of all of the aggression bars. So I have put in an order here to buy, and I've bought this one tick above the high of this selling magenta bar. As you can see, this selling magenta bar made a new low for the day. It started to trade in the upper part of it immediately, unlike this magenta bar over here, which had good follow-through. We do have an area below the market. Actually, it extends, well, put it this way, we had the low yesterday was down here at 60.50, and so we did make it to 61.75, which is right into the area where the market had really good rejection yesterday. Even though the low was down at 60.50, it had identified very good rejection right around 62 or so, and then of course had a really nice move higher for the rest of the day, pretty well the rest of the day yesterday. We have sold off today. It's come down and tested into that area. It hasn't. Even though the low was 60.50, I really felt that anywhere from around there to perhaps 63 could potentially be a good support area. Because that's where the good rejection was when the really strong buying came in yesterday. Based on that and the rejection of this level 3 magenta bar right here, I've gone in. So it's a fairly aggressive trade, and what I need to do now that the market has done a couple of things, I first of all need to put in a sort of just a God forbid stop at 61.50. So I've got a sell stop in there at 61.50. I'm long at 63.75, so that's 2.25 points. So that's, that's a relatively speaking a large stop, but or for me anyway. But that's okay. I'm going to put it in there. I'd like to get obviously some movement out of this fairly quickly. If this most recent selling bar, as you can see right here, that was a level 2 there, and then we had a level 1. So I really don't want this low to get taken out, and that's at 62.50. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, now that we've got that, I'm going to put my stop right there at 62.25. We're long at 63.75 right here, so that's a point and a half. That's a pretty good stop, I think. Now, I believe the market will likely test at least up into this area, and who knows, maybe higher if we can get obviously some buying to come in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a sell limit in here. We're long at 63. I'm going to put it at 65.25 to sell half the position. That'll give me a point and a half profit on that should the market rally. So I think that's pretty good. We've got a point and a half stop on the other side. So if the market can rally up and fill me on that, then I can adjust the stop accordingly. Okay, we have had a bit of a movement higher. At least we've taken out the high of this selling bar, and that's what we wanted to see. That was our first sign. So I think that more or less gives us at least, okay, it's moving up nicely. It gives us some confirmation here that this attempt to sell off was, pretty nicely rejected. And so our stop placement, I think, is pretty darn good as a result. So let's see if we can get a little bit more lift here and have a nice little profit, at least on the first half of the position. I think we might be trying to squeeze out a little too much on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just bring that down a point. I'm going to put it right at 64.75 because then what I'll do is I will then raise the protective stop. Okay, we've been filled on that. So, and this is the reason I'm a little bit less willing to let the market run, even though I think there's good potential here, is that obviously the day has been full of selling, and this could be a reaction bounce and not the kind of buying I'd like to see, although it's looking like the kind of buying I want to see. So I just wanted to take some profit there, and now we've got, I'm going to raise this stop to 62.75. So from a money management standpoint, if it does turn around and stop me out here, then I'm going to make as much as I've lost. So I'm no worse than a break even, at least at this stage of the game. So the next area I'd like to see the market rally to as sort of a significant move would be up to test into this previous magenta bar, up into this area in here. And so I've just got the 2 contracts left. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to put it at 66.75 to sell 1 on a limit. So if we do get a good rally up into close into this magenta bar here, we should get filled, and we'll have a nice profit on that. So I'll just pause the video here for a moment and start it back up as the market dictates. Okay, I've restarted the video here. You can see we are inching our way higher, reached 66. So it's moved a couple points for us. So I want to adjust this stop now, and I'm going to bring it just to a +1 tick. And the reason being is I want to be below this level here, and the low of this here is at 64.50. So I've got my stop at 64. It does at least lock in 1 tick on the final 2 should it move against us. So we'll lock in some profits on this trade regardless of what it does. But I could put it in tighter, but I think there's still some potential left in this move. So just want to bring you up to date on that, and we'll stop the video now, and I'll start it back up as the market dictates. Okay, just updating the video. We did get filled on that second objective a few minutes ago, and I haven't yet adjusted the stop. I need to do that. Down to 1 contract. We only have 1 contract left. This was the area I had been focusing on for that stop. In other words, our stop's a couple of ticks below there. So I'm just going to leave it like that for now. The trade has worked out okay. It's we've got 1 point on the first 2 contracts and 2.5 points on the second one. So 4.5 points we made on this so far, and we're locking another couple tick here. So that's okay. Whoops. So we're just going to leave this again. I'm going to pause the video again, and we'll pick this up as the market dictates. Okay, you can see here the market just came down and just stopped us out right now. So just a tick on that final contract. So here's our email if you have any questions or comments. So that was a trade in emini S&P on Tuesday, May the 6th, 2014. It didn't work out too bad. I mean, I really thought that we had a much greater ability, or much better potential to stage a really nice rally. It was not a bad rally. I mean, it moved up off of this level 3 selling bar here, which had a high of 63.50 to 66.75. So that was a little over 3 points. So it did have a good move. We got 2.5 points out of that on 1 contract, and 1 point out of it on 2 contracts, and then just a tick on the final contract. So not a bad trade, but I really was kind of hoping for a little bit more, but still a profitable one. So anyway, I hope that helps and gives you some ideas on trade management and how our software works. And anything else, just get in touch with us. Thanks. Bye.